Hey guys, welcome to this video. Today we're going to be talking about this new Instagram shadow ban and what to do if you are a victim of the shadow ban and what to possibly do if you aren't a victim but you don't want to become a victim of this new shadow ban. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome to this video. I'm Shaniel, founder of IrresistibleInYourIndustry.com. I'm a best-selling author, coach, speaker, and entrepreneur, and today I'm here to talk to you about this Instagram shadow ban. Now let me say this, right? Instagram is a huge part of my business. It's a huge part of how I get my clients, of my brand, of my life. And so this shadow ban thing, it's really affecting me as well as I'm sure it's affecting you. It's going to affect all of us who are trying to grow businesses on Instagram and trying to get clients there. So I have some notes here and I'm going to be just going through and sharing with you about this Instagram shadow ban, what it is, and also what to do about it if you have been a victim of it, and also what to do if you want to prevent it, or what to possibly do if you want to prevent it. I'm going to be on the ball with this. I'm going to be updating you and keeping you posted with all the updates on this whole Instagram fiasco. I want to make sure that you guys have the best information right at your fingertips, and so in order for me to help you with that, I want to just say, take the time right now, click that red subscribe button and turn on that little bell notification, because I'm in talks with the people over at Instagram right now, sending them emails, contacting them, trying to get an idea of what's going on and what we as influencers and entrepreneurs need to do. And so I want to make sure that you are updated with that. All right, so please, if you are interested in this topic and you want to stay on the pulse, click the subscribe button, turn on the little bell notifications so that when I do the update videos, you will get notified. All right, so let's dive in. So let me first put this disclaimer out there. I don't work for Instagram, I don't work for Facebook, so everything I'm sharing with you here are the things I've researched. I've sent emails to them and I've gotten this information and I've compiled this video for you based on that. I don't work for Instagram, so that's just a disclaimer. What I say in this video, it may change over time. The results may change over time, things like that may change. I personally have a responsibility to the students in my Instagram incubator, and so in that program, and so I actually work with them to build their Instagrams and get clients that way. And so my research is what I'm preparing for them, but I really felt like there was no other video here on YouTube that was talking about this, and so I had to come on here and share some of this knowledge and some of this information with you. Okay, so that's my disclaimer, and that's why I'm sharing this video. That's why I have this information in the first place. So what is an Instagram shadow ban? So the Instagram shadow ban is basically when you've been blocked and you don't even know you've been blocked. Now, the reason you don't know is because your account still looks normal. You still post, people still like it, people still comment, but please know that those people are only the people who follow you. Other people who aren't your followers yet will never find you. If you're using hashtags, you won't show up in the hashtag search. Okay, so that's what the shadow ban essentially is. Now, the reason they do this is because if they told you you were banned or blocked, then you'd go and you'd probably create a new account, and then you'll be there again. And so this is their way of regulating it, or generally this is the purpose of a shadow ban. Twitter has done this in the past, Reddit has done this in the past, or I think they still do. So they ban you without letting you know so that you can continue to go on with your activity, but that way other people won't ever discover you. And so this is why they do the shadow ban. Now, the only way you can tell if you've been shadow banned, here's how you tell. You want to try to post a photo with a specific hashtag, like a strange hashtag, like something specific to you, but it's not popular, something that's unpopular, something that's uncommon. You want to post that hashtag on your photo. Then you want to search for that hashtag, not from your account, but from an account that does not follow you. Here's why. If you search for that special hashtag using your account, you will still show up because Instagram wants you to think that everything is normal, right? But when you search for it from somebody who doesn't follow you, whether it's a secondary account you may have, or whether it's the account of a family member or friend or somebody else, when they look for that hashtag, that special hashtag like I love cheese or rockin_reindeer, whatever it is, find a random hashtag, If they don't, they won't see you. If they don't see you, you've been shadow banned. If they find you, then your account is fine, you're good to go. All right, so that's how you check. So find a random hashtag that not everybody uses, that's really random, that, you know, like hashtag trees are purple, something random that still makes some sense, of course. And then if you search from your account, you'll still see it because you're logged in. They want you to think everything is normal. However, you want to search from an account that is not your account, or an account that does not follow you, because only your friends and people who follow you can see your content when you're shadow banned. So that's what a shadow ban is. That's how it looks when you get shadow banned. And one of the reasons they block you or shadow ban you instead of just going outright and blocking you is because they don't want you to start new accounts. Because if you've been blocked, then you'll just log in from a new place and like start over. So they don't want that. So this is their way of ridding you from the system without you even knowing. They're pulling the wool over your eyes. So in my research, I found a few ways how people have gotten themselves on shadow banned, because I know a lot of you are watching this. This is probably why you want to, this is probably why you're watching this video. You want to know how to not be shadow banned if you've already been shadow banned. So one tip is check your hashtags. Now maybe you've been using all 30 hashtags under your photos. Try using less, and also check every single one of them if they're broken, if they're hashtags that have been banned. So here's what I remember. One girl, you know, as I told you, I've been going through and doing this and preparing this video for you guys. I've done my research. I've talked to a lot of people who have been shadow banned and who have gotten their accounts back and found out from them what they did. One girl, she had a hashtag that was banned. I don't want to say what the hashtag was, but say for example you use a hashtag like sex is banned, right? So if you put that one hashtag, you will be banned for all hashtags. So you don't want to use a hashtag that is going to be banned, because if you use one banned hashtags, you won't show up for any of the 30 hashtags that you use. So what she did was she had to go in and she removed that hashtag. She removed it, and when she looked, she after a couple days, I think about 10 days or so, her account came back up. There was another person who, here's how you know if you want to, if your hashtag is broken or if it's banned. If it's broken, you can see if it's spelled incorrectly or something, then it's broken. But if it's banned, when you click on the hashtag, it won't have any top posts. There will be no top posts for that hashtag at all. It will have one page of posts, and at the bottom of it, it will say, this hashtag has been banned, or you can't use the hashtag, hashtag whatever it was that was used, or this hashtag has been restricted, you know, whatever it is. And I know quite a lot of other hashtags have been banned too, like WTF, hashtags like booty, you know, there are a lot of hashtags that have been banned. So if you use those hashtags, even one banned hashtag, it will stop your entire photos from being shown on Instagram. Your entire account gets shadow banned. So go and check every single hashtag that you use and see if any of them are broken or if any of them are banned. Again, if they're banned, they won't have a top post section. They'll only have just regular photos. And if they're banned, you'll also see a little notification at the bottom of the search for that hashtag where it says the use of this hashtag has been banned, right? Or restricted. So once you see that, remove those hashtags from all your photos, and that will help to bring your account back up. The second way you can get your account back is to turn off these third-party apps, because I know some people, they like Automate and things like that. They have things posting for them, commenting for them. Like Instagram doesn't like that. So you want to make sure that if you're using those things, you turn them off, and that will allow your account to be back up and running again. Okay, so that's the second thing, especially because a lot of these platforms, they're using one IP address to post for all of you. And so when they're doing that, your account and that person's account and that, you're all on the same IP address. You don't want that, because then Instagram thinks, oh, so this one person has 500 accounts. They're trying to pull the wool over their eyes, right? So they shadow ban you. So be careful with those third-party apps. If you use any third-party apps, make sure that they're apps that allow you to have your own your own dedicated IP address, where you're not sharing that IP address with other people. Okay, so that's one thing I found when I was doing the research. Again, I don't work for Instagram. They may change this policy. I'm just telling you what I found. The third thing piggybacks off the same thing of the IP address. So in the previous step, I talked about, not using third-party apps, especially if they don't give you a dedicated IP address. That's another thing that Instagram is looking at, that I've heard, people, talk about when it comes to this shadow banning thing. You can be shadow banned because of your IP address. So even if you've been shadow banned from this account and you go and you start a new account using the same Wi-Fi at your home or the same mobile data of your phone, you will be flagged because they still recognize that IP address. So you will be flagged again because you're using the same IP address that was already red flagged or blacklisted. So that's one other thing I heard. When it comes to the IP address thing, in order to get a different IP address, you may have to just get a new SIM card or buy a new phone. So the reason I say buy a new phone is because when you download your Instagram app onto your phone, you're using the Apple Store and you're using Google Play Store, right? And those things are on record with Instagram. So if you go and you use the same Apple ID to download the same app, they're gonna find something a little fishy and they may shadow ban you again. Again, I don't work for Instagram. These are just things that I've done, I've been digging, I've been researching, because again, I want to be there for my students who are going to be joining my Instagram incubator. So I have to make sure I'm on the ball, right? So that's another one. You want to make sure that if you're using these other IP addresses and things like that, make sure you have a dedicated IP address that is healthy, that is clean, that's following the terms of service. And then, if it is that you've been blocked for real, you may honestly have to go out and get a new phone, because that phone will have its own SIM card, its own IP address, and its own Google Play account with a different email address and a different phone number. And that way you will be fresh. You'll get a fresh start. So some of you may have to start from scratch. And I know it's like, oh, but I built my following. I know it sucks. And that's why in the people who come into my Instagram incubator, I teach them to avoid social media sabotage. Because when you build your following only on social media, you risk the loss of your community if that platform ever decides to close or ever decides to penalize you. So it's the same, I focus on, yes, growing my following, but if you look on my Instagram, you'll see that little link there, and even in this video, I'll have a link to a webinar, an upcoming webinar about how to make sure that you prevent this shadow ban thing, and how to make sure that you are growing your Instagram with people who will become paying customers, and how to monetize your Instagram properly. And that comes from building your email list. Because the thing is, if Facebook shut down tomorrow, if Instagram shut down, if Snapchat shut down, if YouTube shut down, is your business gonna be closed down? Do you want your business to close down? That won't happen to me. I have thousands of people on my email list who are my followers, but then they also sign up for email notifications too. So we saw Vine shut down. We saw MySpace dwindle to nothingness, and if you're building and that's the same thing that can happen with Instagram. It can happen with Facebook. It can happen with YouTube. And so if you don't know how to build an email list, make sure that you're on my upcoming webinar. The link is in the description box, because I'm going to talk about how to, how you can go about getting my help to build your email list and make sure that you're growing your Instagram, but then building your own tribe at the end of the day, so that no matter what happens on these platforms, you still get to reach your people. So the next thing is Instagram put out a statement about this, which actually doesn't really help much. I'm gonna link it here. Okay, hi guys. So this is the post that Instagram made on their Facebook page, which in my opinion completely tells you that if you're a business using Instagram, that you need to stop using hashtags to get your clients and customers. That's basically what they're saying. And so I'm gonna read it to you, but I want to say, if you've been using business, maybe you should consider switching back to private. However, if you switch back to private, they will still have you on record as a business, and so they may still, shadow ban you or whatever it is. But this is what it says here. It says, we understand users have experienced issues with our hashtag search that cause posts to not be surfaced. We're continuously working on improvements to our system with the resources available. They said, however, when developing content, we recommend focusing on your business objective or goal rather than hashtags. You see that, guys? They're telling you, stop using hashtags. And notice this is Instagram for business, right? So they want you to focus on your business goal rather than hashtags. Having a growth strategy that targets the right audience is essential to success on Instagram. Good content on Instagram is simply good creative, and it follows the same 3 creative principles you'd apply to any marketing channel. A distinct visual presence, be a storyteller, put thought into your creative. We appreciate your understanding and patience in this matter. So I personally believe that this is them just slowly telling you that soon, you know, if you're using Instagram for business, right here, you're using Instagram for business, I'm assuming, and again, I don't work for them, I don't work for Facebook, I'm just sharing what my humble opinion is and giving my own commentary on this issue. Yeah, but basically it looks to me as if, like, if you've been using hashtags on your business, they're giving you a little heads up that, hey, we may change this. This may not, you know, happen anymore. We may not allow this anymore. And I do speak about this later on in the video, in this video, where I tell you what I feel about them moving towards becoming a pay-to-play platform, where instead of having free and organic traffic like back in the day, you know, back in the day, now you may have to now pay to play. So, yep. Remember to leave a comment, guys, and let me know what your view on this is and what you think about this. And if you have any questions, I'll be here to answer. And make sure that you subscribe as well and turn on the little notification bell, because I'll be doing update videos every time I find out something new. I'll come on here and do a little update video. So make sure you turn on the notification bell and subscribe below this video so that you don't miss out. And let's continue with the rest of the video. So essentially, Instagram is basically telling us, don't rely on hashtags. And I mean, from honestly speaking, I understand why they will do this, because Instagram is a business now, right? It's now owned by Facebook. Who remembers when Facebook business pages used to get you a lot of organic reach and you could grow your following by thousands for free, right? Not anymore. If you want to grow your following on Facebook, you have to do Facebook ads. And now it's going to be the same with Instagram. But I understand that, and I want you to understand that too, that just like you and me, they're a business. They have to pay their bills, right? They got bills to pay. So they're going to be slowly stopping this organic thing, organic traffic, organic reach, because they want you to pay for a reach. They want you to pay for your reach. You know, they want you to pay for your reach. And of course, they still show your stuff to the people who follow you. And so my advice to you is grow your following now while you're still okay, before they turn everything into pay to play. All right, I don't hate them for it. I totally understand they're a company. They have to do, they want to make that moolah, so I get it. But for you, the influencer, the content creator, the entrepreneur, the creative, you want to have a reach. You want to have a massive reach. You want to make sure that you're building your following. And so if you haven't built your following up to a massive level yet, now is the perfect time to do it, before everything transforms into pay to play. So again, you know, I just want to say, you want to be very, very mindful when you're doing this. And again, I'm having a webinar where I'm going to talk about this. So the link is in the description box if that's something you want to be a part of, to learn more about how to grow your Instagram following now, and how to build a list of raving fans who are not only on your social media, but who are also on your email list, so that even if Instagram shut down, Facebook shut down, YouTube shut down, you still had access to those people no matter what. So definitely check the link in the description to join us for that webinar. So guys, that's my video for you today. We covered, you know, what is the shadow ban, the most popular ways I've seen people get shadow banned, and what they did to get their accounts back, and what to do if you didn't get your account back, and how to create a new account without becoming shadow banned again. Because I actually saw this one dude who he got shadow banned 3 times on 3 different accounts because he was using the same IP address. So we talked about that. We talked about how you can prevent that. I also shared with you the fact that I have an upcoming webinar where we're going to go even deeper on this topic, and how to make sure that you're growing your Instagram following now, right now, because now is the perfect time to grow your following before Instagram becomes a totally pay to play platform, where in order for people to see your work, you need to do ads, or you need to pay them to show your stuff, right? So I'm going to talk about that on the webinar, how to make sure that you're getting clients and customers and you know, requests from your Instagram now, and how you can create a lifelong, you know, Instagram account, or lifelong platform, or lifelong community, without facing social media sabotage, which I call social media sabotage, is when you have all these amazing followers on a platform, and then something goes wrong with the platform and your life goes to it just flops. So how to avoid that? By building a massive email list, using the traffic that's coming from your Instagram, and then turning them into paying clients. So check the link for the webinar, and I'll see you on the webinar. And remember, I'm going to be doing updates on this. I am on the ball. I've been emailing them, I've been talking to them, and so as soon as I get some updates, I will come back and do another video. So in order for you to hear that, you want to make sure you subscribe. So take the time now to click the little red button that says subscribe and turn on the bell notification so that you get notified when I do another video, because I don't want you to miss any of these updates. All right, so go ahead, click the subscribe button and turn on the little bell notification so you get notified when I do the update video about this whole Instagram shadow banning and all this thing and what you can do to prevent it. So thank you so much for watching this video. Again, my name is Shaniel. I'm a #1 best-selling author, entrepreneur, coach, and speaker. And I am here to help you stand out in your industry and help you to attract your dreamiest of dream clients and customers so you can live your dream life and have the business that you love. So if you are here, just remember, subscribe and leave a comment below letting me know what you think about this. And I'll see you on our webinar as well. Bye.